Good morning. Good morning. I was just waiting a few minutes for y'all to come on in. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Ms.V is back. Sure is. Uh-huh. I can't hold on to what was going on yesterday, no ma'am, because that will take you down. That will start depression. That will start anxiety. And it's just too much. So Miss V ain't gonna be able to do that. So y'all saw the topic out there this morning. Let me speak to a few of y'all, and then we're gonna get into this message. And Miss B gonna get on about her day. So let me get on back up here. Hopefully my Wi-Fi, my phone, or whatever's going wrong will let me read all the messages today. You know, some days it does, some days it don't. We only got about another month to fool with this, and we out of here. Thankful for not life. Good morning. How you doing? And hey, Myra, how you doing? Thank you for coming in this morning, moderating for me. Thanks to all of you bringing in the hearts and the crowns. As always, Catherine lives in peace, not pieces, is up in here. Hey, Robin Council, how you doing? It's been a minute. Welcome back. Miss Susie is in the building this morning. And happy Monday to you, Miss Susie. Hey, Ebony BBW. Good morning, everyone, she says. Hey, Catherine says, I hope you're feeling better. I am. I talk to myself when I get into places like that. And it's not a lot of times that I go to places like that. But for some reason, yesterday, like I said, my mom's been gone since 99. But yesterday, I'm going to get into this reaction, and I'm going to tell you what else was having me down yesterday. Not only missing my mom as much as I did yesterday, but I'm going to get into this reaction. I'm going to tell you why I was kind of depressed yesterday also. Where am I? Okay, at Carla. Good morning. Thank you for the hearts and roses, Carla. Hey, Kendra. Kendra, how you doing? And y'all, let me stop right here and say to those of you who commented to me that you thank me so much for mentioning a lot of those content creators last night. Y'all were saying that you didn't even know they existed. So I'm sure that a lot of them got subscribers last night because you told me you subscribed to their pages. And like I say, these are just people that I have built some type of relationship since I've been out here on YouTube in these 2.5 years. You may like them, you may not like them. I'm not telling you, I'm just letting you know who they are. And if you like them, please subscribe. That's it. That's all about that. And so let me keep it moving here. Hey, Miss Jackie Johnson, how you doing this morning? Thank you for the roses, Aria. Going. Good morning from Mississippi. Oh, look at here. I got a Southern girl in the house this morning. Hey, Mississippi. How you doing this morning? What part of Mississippi, baby? I bet y'all been there. Hey, come on with it. Everyone coming in, please ring the doorbell. Yes, thank you, Miss Susie. Lisa Hill is in the building this morning, chilling with Serena. How you doing? Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful. Happy belated Mother's Day to you. I hope everybody had a beautiful Mother's Day yesterday. I didn't start out not wanting to have one. It just hit, y'all. And when it hit, it hit. And I just had to take it to the bed. I had to get on my knees. I had to do a whole lot to get through yesterday. And why? Like I said, the only thing I can contribute to is the loss of so many family members, the mother, the sister-in-law, the brother, cousins, aunties. It's just been back to back hits. But, I had to tell myself, you're going to leave here too. Well, you wouldn't want nobody sitting around moaning and groaning over you. So get over it. Today, that's history. If they ain't coming back, you better move on, girlfriend, before you where they are. Okay. Hey, Stacy Love Jones. Good morning. How you doing? Sharon Ross is in the building. How you doing, Sharon? Good morning to you too. So, y'all don't forget to ring the doorbell, which is a like button before you come into the house. That's, Ms. V express that all the time. I don't ask for but a very few things out here in this YouTube world or in the real world or the other world or another world or however you want to look at it. Respect my channel, respect me and respect the people in this channel. Because my block game is strong. It is. You won't even know you're gone. Okay? If you bring a bunch of mess over here, you know Ms.V don't play all that over here on her channel. This is my channel, and I'm going to run it the way I want it to run. And if I get one person, or I get two people, and if 10 leave, don't bother me. I'd rather have respectful people, nice people, cordial people to each other than have a bunch of BS in my channel. I grow as I grow. But what I'm getting is good people over here. The only time I get thrown off folks over here, they trolling. And they don't belong over here. If you don't like the message or you don't like what I'm saying, why you over here looking? Why you got to come in and say anything to me? That's me, okay? That's who I am. I ain't for everybody, but I'm for somebody. Okay, keeping it moving. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Kimberly says, I hit that like button, and you running it up then. I appreciate it. Myra said, Auntie, that's 100. Okay. So, this was another reason yesterday why I was a little, I don't want to say depressed, but hurt. You know, it's like when you get attached to people out here on these YouTube streets and you've been watching them for so long, and then something happens tragic to them, it's almost like they family. It's like y'all who have been coming in here supporting me every day. If something would happen to me, it would hurt you if you really support me. And that's the way I felt about this couple yesterday. So let me get into my reaction on this couple here. Okay, tell me this. It's 66 of y'all have walked up in here. So do any of y'all follow Melissa and Terry? Put a one in the chat or say yes or something in the chat if y'all follow them. Okay. Miss Susan says she does. Okay. Well, I have been following them since 2017 when they first came out on the scene. And when I first knew about them, okay, let me back this story up. I have told y'all when I came out on YouTube, there was nobody in this sector to watch but Latrice, Allergic. She was giving reactions on Latrice back then. And Country Wayne and Melissa and Terry. 4 people. That's the only 4 people I watched in this sector at that time. So I've been watching them basically ever since they came out here and watched their growth and everything else. So you watch it too, Thankful for Life. Okay, so you've been keeping up with what's going on. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I watched them up until last year. And then I backed off. And I'm going to tell you what happened. One night I was watching Callie. And Terry popped on there. And I was like, how do you know her? And he said he had been watching her. And he really liked her content. And I thought, that's far from the Terry I knew. The Terry that I got familiar with, him and Melissa, are the Terry that were going from city to city doing stand-up comedy. And they were, doing their skits. And they were building their social media platforms. And by the way, they're up to 33.4K from 2017 to 2023. So they're doing great. We're going to get into it. So the video that I watched yesterday was Melissa Tells the Truth About Terry and GoFundMe account. Now you got to think about these people have only 215 videos out here on YouTube because they mostly do most of their stuff on Facebook. But to only have 215 videos on YouTube and you have run your views up to 33.5K, that means people been watching. That means people like you. They like what you're doing. Okay? So when he jumped on Callie's platform that night, I was like, that's far from him. He's always comical, and I couldn't see him really into her like that because she ain't comical. She's more of a reaction person that kind of just like chopping it up with people. That's her title. That's what she does. So I didn't pay it too much attention, but I backed away. I told y'all that last night. When I don't like something, I back away from it. Didn't pull my subscription, but it was for me to see it yesterday because with what I was going through, I went to watch some YouTube yesterday evening. And guess who pulled up? That Melissa tells the truth about Terry and GoFundMe account. So I hit the button. And Melissa was on there. And at first I thought, this gotta be a skit. This can't be for real. But if you go and you watch that video, or if you have watched that video, it's true. I know them well enough to know that Melissa don't roll like that. She does not. And if she came out here and said what she said on that video, I tend to believe she's telling the truth. Basically, what she said yesterday is she's homeless. Okay? Did anybody watch the video before I get into it? Okay? Yes, chilling with Serena. She had me in tears too. That messed me up yesterday. I didn't want to talk about it yesterday. But ain't no woman gonna come out here on Mother's Day and tell that story. Or make a skit like that on Mother's Day. You just got to make some things make common sense, okay? And then the other thing was, she said in the video that she passed out, or she had to call the emergency ambulance to pick her up from her son's graduation because she was going through anxiety and all of the stuff that he's putting her through. And it really just broke my heart because those are my favorite couple when it comes to the comedians out here on YouTube. And like I said, I've been following them a long time, and I have talked to them in real life, okay? When they first came on was around 2017. I must have talked to them around 2019. I was working for Hertz in DC. I've told y'all that as customer service manager, exit gate manager. We rotated as managers so we could learn the whole operation. Well, when I was customer service manager at the front desk, one night I thought about it and I say, baby, I can help these people. And my husband asked me, he said, how can you help? I said, because I work for Hertz. And I can get them a 40% discount. They riding around all up and down the road in this old raggedy truck, and the truck is stopping on them. And they had a couple of cars, but all of them was basically needed to be replaced. So I got his number because her number wasn't up there. It was his number. And I got it off their page and I called it. And I told them I was not chatting with Ms.V. I was just me. V at Robinson. That's how I addressed them. And I told them that I was a supporter. I had been following their page and that I worked for Hertz and I could get them a 40% discount. So when they left to go out of town, they could leave in a nice car and I would get them the lowest rate and have it filled up with gas. All they had to do was just bring the car back full of gas. That's it. And if they wanted a car out there, the luxury car, whatever kind of SUV, whatever they needed, I could get it for them. And Terry was for it. But Melissa was in the background. And she said, I appreciate it, but I don't want to do that. She's that kind of person. She is a type of person, she don't want nobody to do nothing for her. Because if you watch that video yesterday, some woman was offering her a place in her home to come and live. And she said, I've always had my own. I've always had my own key. Basically, she was saying that Terry has hit rock bottom on crack cocaine. And that's words out of her mouth. Go watch the video, okay? And that he's been doing it for a while. And then I started thinking back because I've been following them. And I saw the drastic weight loss because when they first came out here, baby, he was big Terry. He wasn't nowhere the size he is now. He was big man. And he came out and he said it was because some pill he was taking for his diabetes that was also causing him to lose weight. I didn't think 2 minutes of it. I don't know all the medications they got out there for diabetes and what they do and whatever. But then after she told her story yesterday, I started wondering, was that the time when he really started using? Still don't know. And so I caught the replay of it. She put her Cash App out there yesterday for the first time. And I was like, wow, she in trouble because that is not her. She said he had been over on Facebook. He had been taking a GoFundMe to fix his teeth. She said that he wasn't doing the right thing with the money. He ghosted his audience until payday, which she even said payday was on the 14th. So that must be over there on Facebook because ours is the 21st over here on YouTube. She said nothing was set up in her name. She had helped him build his channel, which she did because she's a part of it. And that he treated her horribly bad. And all of these are her words. They are not anything I'm making up. Go watch the video if you want to know exactly what she said. And then she said he set everything up in his name. And she had no money because all the money was coming to him. And she was basically homeless. She said that the people had supported him so much over on Facebook that they had given him enough money to buy a house. Her words, he's sitting over there in that burned up trailer by himself with the people coming to service him. And I thought, wow, you just don't know what's happening behind closed doors. I knew at that point that it wasn't a skit, okay? And she was living with her, she had lived with her aunt, I believe she said, that she had clothes at the pastor's house, because you know they always talk about the pastor at the church. Terry don't like the pastor, she like the pastor. She go to church, Terry don't go to church. And they always arguing about that. And she had clothes in the back of her car in white plastic bags. That's what really made me open her eyes. I said, this woman ain't gonna do no skit like this. No ma'am. Hey Carla, how you doing? Hey Miss Ruby, how you doing? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, Kimberly, it is a shame because they're making grand theft money out here. They were anyway. When they were rolling in that old raggedy truck from town to town, they're in Birmingham. And, you know, I told you my biological sister and nephew live in Birmingham. So I kind of kept up with them because they were around in the area. They don't live in the same city. They kind of out on the countryside. I forgot the little town. But the property was Terry's folks' property, and he went out there and he put a trailer on it. But after all this time and all this money, it made me think, why didn't he buy her a home or build her a home when you making this kind of money? Because when they first came on the scene, both of them were working. She had worked at Walmart for 6 years and was still working at Walmart. And Terry, I forgot where he was working, but you know, he used to come in with that contractor's hat on and stuff and his jacket, because they even did their first live with the cheese sandwich. They had the microwave in the bedroom. And he really got his start when he came on and he opened up for Country Wayne. Country Wayne, you know, blew because he went with it. And they kept kind of doing what they were doing, but they were still coming up and making money to get to where they are now. And that's what hurt me so bad, because I have been watching them grow. And then I watched another video this morning where they were being interviewed. And this was 7 days ago. The video that I'm talking about with her telling her story was, she put that out there on Mother's Day yesterday. So it is what it is. All I can say is, y'all, we have to pray for this couple. Everybody go through stuff. And I didn't say pray for Melissa. I said pray for the couple. I don't want to see no marriage torn apart behind addiction. It's a terrible thing. I've never had to experience it in my own personal family, but I have experienced it through friends of mine and people I know. And it will tear your life apart. It'll make you steal from your mama. It'll make you do things that you wouldn't normally do in ordinary life because you need that hit. You need that fix. And you'll come out here talking crazy. And once you even get off of it, you're not the same. Look at Whitney, Miss Houston. Rest in peace. We all knew she had a problem, but she had to go for help. Okay, everybody was blaming Bobby, but in the end found out it was her brother that turned her on to it. Her voice went, her teeth went, and everything else. And I started thinking about Whitney's teeth after she got on heavy substance. I guess it was crack cocaine or whatever. But for some reason, that stuff will rotten your teeth out. And I don't want nothing that's going to control my mind and make me do anything for it. And then the bad part about it, I would be kind of stupid if I've seen all these people, how it take you down and think I'm stronger than they are. No, not me. That's why I'm fooled with it, okay? Don't come here telling me nothing about it. Baby, gone, get, okay? You go do you if that's what you want to do. I had a best friend couple back in the early 90s. Both of them had plant jobs, $200 and some $1,000 incomes coming into one household with no children. Beautiful home, nice cars. One was even driving a company car home. That's how far up in the company they had gone. They got on that stuff. Baby, they was fighting each other. He knocked the teeth out. They both lost their jobs. He ended up basically on the street panhandling before he died. She ended up working at the airport for months. No teeth. She couldn't afford it until she started making some money again. I mean, they ran through that savings plan. Wasn't no 401k. It was gone. Wasn't no house. They had took it. Cars gone. They were homeless. Dirt poor. You watch somebody coming off a $250,000 salary to nothing. You don't think that hurt? I was friends of theirs, but I didn't go into their home. We visited on the street or we saw each other at parties because we were younger when this happened. And like I said, I'm a house party girl. So if it was one of my friends giving a house party, I was there. Okay. But I didn't know until the very end. I just kind of saw them losing weight and all this stuff. And, you know, she had said, well, I'm on a diet. I believe what she said. But the truth came out, and the truth will always come out. So skid or not skid, whether you believe it is or it's not, the truth will come out. End of story there. Let me go back up and catch whoever came in here. I don't know where I am. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me find where I was so I can read y'all's comments also. Okay, I think I'm right here. Ebony BBW say, yes, I seen it yesterday. It was sad. It really was. Please don't tell me no bad news. Oh, however you want to look at it, it ain't good news to me, Kimberly, but it's real news. Okay, it's what's out there for the world to see. And like I say, bad news or not, it could happen to anybody. Nobody's family, you and nobody else. If you get weak and you try, it's going to take you down eventually, okay? I haven't heard about what happened. Okay, I just told you. Yes, ma'am. They don't live far from me. Okay, you live in Alabama too, huh? Thankful for life. Okay. Uh, Catherine lives. So, okay, let me go back. So, do you feel like it's true, thankful for life? Uh, how do you feel, or do you know anything about it? I was in shock and thought it was a skit. I did too at the beginning, Catherine, until she allowed them to put up that cash out, and then she wanted something to drink. She was thirsty. She was riding around in the truck because they did upgrade their vehicles. They did do that and got out of them old raggedy vehicles running up and down the road. Myra say, wow. Kimberly, wow. Hey, Portia, how you doing? Hello, he sure did. I saw that. Yep. So a lot of y'all follow them. Uh, Now I haven't been, like I say, following them until yesterday because I've been away from them ever since he jumped up on Roz's platform that night. I just kind of backed away. I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but I had never seen him do no stuff like that before. Good times. How you doing? Kendra is like, really? Yes. Mm-hmm. Hanging out is in the building. Hey, thank you for coming in. Hey, CC, how you doing? Glad you okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't, CC, I'm this type of person. I don't hold on to nothing that's not making me happy very long. I move away from, out from around it, and I ask God to remove the memory so I don't even remember what hurt me or what bothered me. And it always works out. I came back to Ms.V this morning. Kimberly says, oh no, she's very truthful, Ms.V. Okay, that's what I've always seen in her. Because a lot of times, even when they're together and they doing their little skits and whatever, she's always trying to correct him and make his wrong a right. And she also said that there was a lot of good people who had been through their life, and now he's going after them and dogging them out on social media. That wasn't the Terry that came out here that I used to follow. I don't know nothing about that. Mm-mm. George's brother said, good morning, Miss V. Yes, I watched it yesterday. She's homeless. Terry is smoking them cuckoo cracks. That's what she said. Okay. Hurt me to my heart. Boss Jimmy say, hello, Miss V, and everyone in the chat. Happy Monday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and the same to you, Boss Jimmy. I thought it was a skit. We all did, but I fell asleep on it also. Well, so far as everybody in here, we're not feeling that that's no skit because most of us have been following them since they came out, and that's just not who Melissa is. I've watched them go to credit repair and get their credit straight. I mean, I just watched every little move along the way that they brought out here for us to see. And it's out of character. That's all I'm going to say. Kendra say, Lord have mercy. That's sad. It is. Someone was murdered. Who was murdered? Please, when you put stuff like that in the chat, make a complete sentence so I won't be trying to figure out and everybody else won't be trying to figure out what you're saying. Thankful for life. The pastor that he made those allegations against are like family to me. So that put a sour taste in my mouth. See, I didn't say it thankful for life, but she said it yesterday. And she said that he's been attacking a whole lot of people. Y'all been watching it. Like I said, I backed away when he jumped on Roz's platform that night. Hello, thankful for life, and Myra. Happy Monday from Boss Jimmy. Good morning, Rose Felder. How you doing? I'm good, Rose. I'm good. Joyce Brothers. Terry always had a drug problem. However, he had chilled out, but no, he's off the races again. And she been holding back from letting everybody know, but she's sick and tired of being sick and tired of him. Yes, that's why my thing is when a woman's fed up. That's what I saw in her yesterday. She is fed up. People are dogging her on his channel, blaming her and everything else. And she been in the background trying to cover up for him. And there are people here that actually know him in real life or know people around them. So it's got to be true. Chilling with Serena, I really felt her. It's so hard and hurting to love a loved one on drugs. Yes, because They bipolar when they on drugs. One minute they love you, the next minute they stealing from you. One minute they love you, the next minute they fighting you. You know, they can't control it. That drug has taken over, and that's what they need. And then chasing that white horse is what I've always read about it, and from people who have talked to me about it have told me that the first time you do it, it's like euphoria. You are in like the most pleasant place you'll ever be, but you'll never get there again. That's why you keep chasing it, trying to get back to that first time. And that's what takes you down, is the addiction of having to have it. And like I said, I had a girlfriend, she got on drugs too, and that was back in the 80s. And that girl ain't right today in her head. She called me about a year ago and asked to borrow some money. And she wanted me to stop doing what I'm doing. And I'm telling her, I have company from out of town. I will get it to you this week. I didn't even give her a date. Baby, she started texting me. You said you was going to send me money. You didn't bring me the money. I've always been there. I've always done it. And I'm like, you must be on that shit again. So let me do something for you. Let me block you. Her daughter and her ex-husband, we all go to church together. And I didn't even bother to tell them. For what? They can't do nothing about it. Rose Felder, good morning to you. Kimberly, oh no, bad and bougie, good morning. How you doing? Hanging out. I gotta catch the replay to see who y'all talking about. We're talking about Melissa and Terry, and the one you need to catch is from yesterday. The topic was, it's on YouTube, Melissa tells the truth about Terry and GoFundMe account. That's the one that I watched, that she told her truth, okay? And she said he had been dogging her out over there on Facebook. And then something happened when she was on the video. She said she didn't know if he struck up the page or what, because she felt that he was trying to shut her down, but she was able to come right back. And then people were calling her, talking to her on live. One lady came on live. That's the lady who offered her a place to stay. But I have to believe that there are people in this chat that know them. I believe it's true. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Yes, I watched it and it was very sad. I believe her. I always knew something wasn't right with him though, but I like their comedy. Been watching them for a long time. Yes. I love their comedy. Miss Sandra Dunkins, good morning to you. Bad and Bougie, I saw that video this morning. So a lot of y'all follow them. Hello, Ms.V. What's going on with Melissa and Terry? I hope everything is okay with them. Just came in. I heard you said Melissa and Terry. No, Bad and Bougie, you have to go watch the video that I just told you about. And then you decipher for yourself what you think. Okay? Let's see, Boss Jimmy. Hello, Bad and Bougie. Happy Monday morning to you, sweetheart. Yes, okay. All right, let's see. Joyce Brothers, the supporters gave a lot of cash apps to fix his teeth. He spent the money on drugs. That's what she said, Joyce Brothers. She said she been getting her teeth fixed and she still got to go to the dentist. But she also said at one point she was controlling the money, but he kept coming back begging and I need this and it's my money and all that. So she said she just gave it up. And that's how she ended up with nothing, because he controlled all of the money, the account, everything. And this is their livelihood now, because they both quit their jobs years ago to do this. And that's why I guess it hurts me so bad, is because I saw how they were growing, and how they were running from city to city trying to do their stand-up comedy, and they had sold out everywhere they went. In the beginning, it was sold out. Okay. Hello, hanging out. Happy Monday to you, Boss Jimmy. Ms.V, I just saw it this morning. She covered him for a long time. Iron wears out. I pray her strength. Yes, indeed, because she going through some stuff. If she's dealing with a drug addict, she going through it. Like she even said she's scared to go to sleep because she don't know what he might do. That's why she said she had to leave at this point. She couldn't stay there no longer. Wasn't sleeping, crying, praying, ain't none of it doing no good until he makes the decision that he won't help. And at this point, he hadn't hit rock bottom yet. He's got to hit rock bottom where this social media money stops coming in. And she even said, y'all are killing him, sending him this money. And people are still not going to believe her until he either checks in or something really happens to him. And being diabetic and with all the other problems he has, he don't need to be fooling with that stuff. Kimberly said that's a shame. Good morning, Miss Ruby and Carla. Everybody's believing it's not a skit. Okay. Chilling with Serena, his aunt. Okay, it was his aunt. Okay. So that tells you something too, Serena. If that was his aunt, why would his aunt want her up in her house if she was lying on her nephew? See, I try to make things make sense. I try to connect the dots when I'm looking at stuff and I'm trying to analyze stuff. And that didn't make sense to me. Hey, Tawana, good morning. How you doing? Thank you for the roses. Let's see. While they were together, he was using on and off. Oh, that's so sad. I never knew it. Like I said, I wasn't looking for that. If you're not looking, you're not going to see it. And if you don't know it, I never saw him do anything like that. I never heard her say anything. I just, looking back, hindsight, I saw the dramatic weight loss. And like I say, he said it was because of the medication he was taking for his diabetes. Hell, I don't know. I believed him. While they were together, he was using off and on. Okay. Oh my God, no way, not Terry and Melissa. Oh my God, I'm just so sorry to hear all of this about them. I love their skits. We all love Terry and Melissa. They comedy shows, and just to hear this, Lord have mercy. I felt so sorry for her, but I couldn't even cash out her yesterday because I caught the replay and she gave a cash out, which I think she said was her daughter's cash out. But when it shut down, the comments like what y'all are giving right now didn't show. And she never said what the cash out was, because I was going to send her something to make sure she had money to at least eat, okay, or a place to sleep or whatever. So I still don't know what her cash out is. Yes, tell the truth. Terry and Melissa. Kimberly's praying for them. We should all pray for them, y'all, because that's a sad situation. Kizzy P is praying for them. Good morning, Valerie Dean. How you doing? Hello, tell the truth. Happy Monday to you. Good morning, tell the truth. Shonda thoughts, yes, Ms.V. I was just watching them to get my info for a live later. It's sad, Shonda. It had me down. Not only missing my mother, but that was the other thing that drug me down yesterday. But I didn't want to talk about it on Mother's Day and sadden. I mean, it was sad enough that I had to come out here and keep myself together. And then to bring this news to you yesterday on Mother's Day, I wasn't going to do that. Okay, but this morning is another day. Chilling with Serena's praying for them. Terry doesn't want help. Melissa has been a clutch for him too long. She has. She says 11 years, Shonda. They went on Ross' platform and talked about Treese. Yes. Yes. I'm not going to say they, because I didn't hear Melissa. She was in the background as usual. It was Terry. Okay. And that's what kind of like made me back away from him that night and until yesterday. Hello, Shonda Boo. You looked a very pretty yesterday, and also happy Monday to you. And that's coming from Boss Jimmy. And she did. And I saw that, Shonda. Very nice wedding. And the place setting, I'm into place setting. was beautiful. Okay. Um, I stand corrected. I pray for the both of them. Yes, please do. They're a couple. He needs help, so he needs prayer. She needs help because she's homeless. They both need prayer. Okay. And she said she had just celebrated her birthday and she's 52 years old. She said last Tuesday she was 52 years old. That's hard on a 52-year-old woman. At this place in life, you ought to be stable. Either single, married, or whatever. You ought to be stable at 52 and not homeless at 52, especially when you've been making that kind of money. You pray for the both of them. I was with someone that was addicted and was murdered a few years back because of it. Oh, sad. Kimberly say, you right, Miss V. I am praying for Terry and Melissa. My list on my, wait a minute. My list on my God's prayers. Okay, thank you, Boss Jimmy. They need it. Miss V have to love and someone like that from a distance. Exactly, Shonda. I have had to do that in real life situations. You love them from a distance. Whatever the situation is, if they coming for you or and you love them or they lying on you or whatever they doing that's hurting you, back out. Because they're not gonna stop. They doing it for a reason. You ain't got time to be figuring all this stuff out. So guess what? Crank it up and move along, or close the door and let it go. And that's it. They will bring you down until they get tired. Exactly. If she stay there and she already having problems, if she went to her son's graduation and had to call 911 because heart palpitating too fast, you going through anxiety and all that stuff because he lied, she said, and said he was at his grandmama's house when she knew he was home messed up. Okay? Now these are her words. Hello to everyone coming in. Please hit that like button, which is the door, and enter in the chat. Thank you, Myra. Yes, ma'am, it's true. Hey, Poho, how you doing, bad and bougie? When Terry lost that weight, they said it was the diabetes. They did. And said it was the medication that they put him on. I think it was metformin or something like that. And I was like, okay. I didn't stop to do no research. That wasn't my business. I just accepted it and moved on. Boss Jimmy, me too, Ms. V. I love watching them, but just to hear this is just broke my heart. Just so sad. Well, imagine how I felt yesterday, Boss Jimmy. That's why I came out here all distraught yesterday and out of character for me. Okay, it was just too much. I saw a video when he was in the hospital. She's talked about that too, Kimberly. She said every time he went to the hospital, and she ain't lying, she was laying over there on that windowsill with him. And you never saw nobody else in that hospital or coming to that hospital to see him but her. Now that's facts, okay? When you look at stuff and you try to decipher stuff, go to the videos. Don't go by what somebody else said. That's what I do. And I decipher from the videos what is true and what's not true, or what could be true, and then just follow along. You'll get the truth. Hey, Deborah Silver, how you doing? Good morning, straight out of Naptown. How you doing? Y'all please bring the likes up. 158 people in the building, 86 likes. Catherine lives in peace and not pieces. Ms. V, did you see when Terry had some not so kind words to Treese? Are you talking about that night when he was over there on Roz's page, Catherine? Because I saw that, and that's what I'm telling. I pulled away. That's the only one I saw, and I backed out. I didn't like that. Hey, Renee Sharp. Good morning. How you doing? And happy belated Mother's Day to you as well. QT Pie is in the building this morning. Good morning, Ms. V and Chat and Mods. I rung that doorbell, getting ready for work. You have a pleasant day at work. I'm just passing through. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank you, Cutie Pie. You have a good day at work. You have a good day, period. Sunshine Chronicles. This is so sad. Yes, it is. Sunshine. And welcome to Chatting with Ms. V. She's gonna need some help, yes, to get her through this. She's gonna need therapy too. because she's held it in. When you hold stuff in that long and it's been working on you that long, and then you out here in the social media world where everybody tearing you down anyway, and you ain't even doing nothing. It's like me. I'm coming on here giving my commentary twice a day, a different topic every day. But, people still come for you, and they ain't even on your mind. You ain't even mention their name. But that's the way of the world, and that's who people are. People do it for all various reasons, to run up their views, to get more money, just don't like you. Because maybe you doing something they wish they could do. I don't know. I don't worry about it. I just come over here and do me. Okay? And if I ain't for you, like I say, stay out from over here. What is the channel? It's called, what is it? I didn't write it down. I don't know. Does anybody know the channel on YouTube? Because that's where it was. I just wrote the topic down. Let me see. I didn't write down the channel. Somebody may know it. Put it in there if you know it. Okay. He was in tears about his teeth. That's what she said. She said he was over there crying to the people about his teeth, but them people that gave him enough money to buy a house. And she said, stop giving him money. Stop go funding him, because he not using the money for what he say he's using it for, and she don't like it, and she is not going to stand by and let him misuse the people. And she said it. And health situation when he was asking for financial help. That's sad. Marilyn Tubbs, good morning and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. My Tammy's Topics, I would like to watch her video. Where is it? I hope somebody has dropped it in there, because I only got the title of the video. I don't know what their channel is called on YouTube. I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. I didn't. I hope somebody has it. If not, I have to go find it, and then I'll bring the topic back tonight. Hey, Florida Red, how you doing? Raining in my city, so lazy Monday for me. It's another old dreary day again here in my city. No sun. I woke up to no sun again, so I'm just kind of chilling out in the house. That's why I didn't bother to comb my hair and all that, because I ain't going outside. I have to go outside tomorrow. We're going to have to go to Alvin tomorrow to get my papers, my referral papers for my eye surgery in June the 7th. I told y'all I'm getting the cataract removed on this eye first, whatever eye that is. That's my right eye. And then a month later, I'm going to do the left eye. And all y'all going to know about Alvin, Texas, if you ever watch baseball, it's where Nolan Ryan lives. He was the pitcher for years for the Houston Astros. And that's home of Nolan Ryan. It's big signs up in Alvin. Ain't much to Alvin, okay, but my doctor. And I've been with him since 1978 when I started working at the plant. He was the doctor that they sent us to from the plant for drug testing and everything else. And I stayed with him from 78 up until now. When I moved away and I came back to Houston, I always went back to him, and they remembered me every time I walked in that door. It's amazing. I just love him. We've grown old together because we are around the same age. So I started with him in my 20s. So I've been with him 40 years. I ain't going nowhere. He know me. He know my body, okay? I saw that he was just on his deathbed a few months ago. I can't believe he went back to, stop calling me. I went back to it, but then again, a lot of people can't beat that addiction. Some can, some can't. But it sounds like where he is, Poho, he needs to check into a facility. He ain't going to be able to beat this on his own. He's the kind that'll check out of here. If he's been dealing with it all these years and he ain't broke the habit, he needs to take some of that GoFundMe money and check in like the rich and the famous do. They check in and then they come back and they do all right. But if he don't check in somewhere where they can treat him 24/7, he won't beat it. I don't think. I don't think he's strong enough. Hey, Devetta, how you doing? He had thanked her on the video I saw with him in the hospital. Yeah, she say he'll do that. He'll thank her and then he'll turn around and dog her. Hey, Willette, how you doing? Good morning and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Willette. And thank you for the prayers for them because I promise they need it. Like I said, I don't want to see nobody go down. Nobody. Period. And I just wish that these drugs were not ever brought in here. They have been in here for years. The rich always had the coke. And then when they put it into our world, into the black neighborhoods, they broke it down into crack. And that's what'll mess you up. People can work on coke and live a lifetime on coke because it ain't all chopped up with different stuff mixed in it. You don't know what they got to make it be the amount it's supposed to be. And they cooking it and doing all this stuff. You know, it's just bad news when you fall for the okie doke like that. Go to Jesus and ask him to help you instead of going to crack, because crack ain't gonna help nobody. People really loved him and wanted him, but now I see why she wants them to stop sending. Yeah, she said they're killing him. Stop sending him the money. He's not doing right with the money. She was pleading with them yesterday. I love their skits. I loved everything. I just like to see people come up from nothing to something and make it in life. They broke those generational curses or those barriers in their life or whatever was holding them back. And you did it. And now you're going to do this? You were working a 9 to 5. Y'all were able to quit your jobs. Come on, man. Wow, I was just watching their videos this morning. I've looked at that couple's comedy for years. Yes, Willette, we've been watching them. Like I said, I've been watching them to, I think it was the summer of 2017. I was living in Baltimore, and I was a housewife then. And so that's what I did. I watched the 4 people I said out here on YouTube. Now I get on about my day, clean my house, do cooking and whatever. And in the wintertime, it's so cold in that area, you in the house all the time. I was sad, also miss my mother too. Yes, Barksdale, and welcome to Chat with Miss V. I have a lot of new people in here, so y'all please be pleasant with them and show them love. Kelly Elston, I felt so sorry for Melissa. She said she would sleep in her car. She did. If she had to, Melissa really loved Terry. She does. And to stay there 11 years, she had to love him. And she worked just as hard as he did to build that platform. She kept saying she was tired. Yep. And you would too. If you got to deal with that every day, all day long, you don't know what kind of personality changes this man finna put you through. And you still trying to walk around with a smile on your face. But she hadn't looked happy to me in a long time. I went back to some videos after I saw that and just, kind of slid through them. She ain't been looking happy for a while. There was definitely love there, but it's just too much for her. Exactly. You can't blame her. She got to do what she got to do to keep her sanity, or she'll just turn to him at some point. She's a spiritual person right now, but you get too much on your back and you'll lose everything and say, the hell with it. Let me just go on do what he doing. He ain't seem to got no problem. And I think she doing the right thing, love him from a distance and let him hit rock bottom. If he get himself together, they might be able to go back together, but not right now. They need to be distant lovers, okay? Prior to that, but as always, when some dislike Treese, they go over to the ones that don't. Yeah. And I don't know what Treese ever did to him for him to do that. Hey, sweet and sassy, good morning. How you doing? See, she is so strong. I can tell she needs a break from Terry. Exactly. Melissa and Terry comedy. Yes, Kelly. Is that the name of it? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, Lord. Oh, I ain't going to be on here that long. I got 15% before I go out on my charge. Just type in Terry and Melissa says Shonda thoughts. The official Terry. That's it. The official Terry and Melissa channel. Catherine just put it in there. That's the name of the channel. And Poho just put it in there. And so did Thankful for Life and Joyce Brothers. Thank you, ladies. Cynthia, good morning and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I have been watching you from day one. I just love your energy and you're a beautiful person. May God bless you. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Ain't nothing. I take all the love I can get, baby. I appreciate you. And thank you for coming in and letting me know that this morning. And to all the new people, thank you for subscribing and coming over and chatting with Ms.V. Yes, Victoria, that's correct too. And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Victoria, Ms.V, it was poor, but you know how it is. When someone fails, falls out with trees, they need over to those who really, they head over to those who really don't like her. Y'all, I can't read, I can't see, okay? Turncoats, yes, that's fact, Catherine. Florida Red, I had cataract surgery 2 years ago, and baby, see things clearer than days of contacts and glasses. Well, I just pray mine turns out as well. I have a lot of faith in a little doctor. He's a young Indian doctor. Actually was born in India, but he was raised here in the United States. And I asked him enough questions in that other day to feel confident that he knew what he was doing. I even asked him how many surgeries had he done. Sure did. You ain't finna be cutting on my eyes and I'm the first one. Linda Mack, good morning. How you doing? On YouTube, is Melissa telling the truth about Terry and GoFundMe? I think so. And the people in the chat think so also, Cindy. Ms.V, I believe it is true because I don't know a wife to come out here and lie on her husband and on Mother's Day. Come out here and say she homeless if she ain't homeless. Okay, I'm with you, Naptown. It sounds like he don't want to check in, right? He's got to hit rock bottom to want help. When the money stops and people stop giving him money on YouTube and he's not coming out on Facebook, she says, until he gets the money, and then he'll ghost them people, and then he'll come out crying when he done spent all the money until the paycheck come, and then he'll come out and he'll say something and he'll start begging, and she says she ain't down with that. And I'm telling you, I know that to be a fact. When I offered them transportation that was safe and that if anything happened to the Hertz car, I told them, I said, you can call any Hertz in the area and they'll come pick up the car and give you another car. You can't lose. You out there on the road, this old ragged truck is breaking down. And he said, yeah. And Melissa said in the background, I appreciate you, but no thank you. So I know she's not a woman that's going to just take money from folks or say she need help when she don't need help. Because she turned me down with the car. She turned the lady down with the place to stay yesterday. And that's when she said she'll sleep in her car first. She's a very proud woman. Hey, Jam, how you doing? In his service, good morning. Vicky Gale, so sad. Pittsburgh Steelers, how you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Good morning, Ms.V. Have a blessed day. I thank you, and thank you for coming over this morning. Appreciate that. Welcome all new subscribers to the channel, says Myra. Ms.V. ask a lot of questions. I do. You don't know you're supposed to ask. That's what my mama always told me. But raise your hand. I did that in school. I'm not going to sit up there and make a B when I could have made an A because I didn't understand something. I'm not doing it. Y'all please hit that like button. I'm coming up on my hour. I appreciate all my new subscribers coming in. Thank you. You are always welcome over here with Chatting with Ms.V. I'll see you tonight. I like that too. I will not take help from nobody. I don't want no help. I'm going to figure out some kind of way. Okay? And I'm going to have to be down to my last to ask anybody. And I'm going to know who I'm asking when I ask. Okay? I ain't going to just come out here on YouTube and expect my sugar woogers and my beautiful butterflies to support me. 69 years old. Are you crazy? You better have it together where you can take care of yourself. Because you can't depend on these people flip-flopping and going on like they do out here. But anyway, Florida Red, if they offer the drops inclusive, get those. They have Florida Red. They did. I'm going to go in. He says it's going to be 15 minutes. I'm going to go into the hospital, and then I have to have somebody take me there, bring me back. And then that evening, I have to go back to his office for him to check what he did that morning. And then if everything goes well, because I even asked him, was he going to put a patch on it? He said no. And he said normally most people that he's done the surgery, they see corrective vision within sometimes the same day or the next day, and definitely within that week. Okay. Kelly say, Lord knows I'm praying for them. Everybody, let's leave here keeping them in our prayers and hope that everything works out for Terry as well as Melissa. I will see you good people tonight at 7:30 with a different topic. So until then, y'all take care and have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.